People, instead of taking their grievances to the political process and to Congress, which they find unresponsive, they're resorting to violence. And it is Donald Trump, not the radical left, that is perpetuating the culture of violence in this country.
Is
Well,
America
yes,
no closer to finding out who shot dead Charlie Kirk and why?
yesterday was a very sad day in the United States. You've already talked about the assassination of Charlie Kirk. People haven't paid much attention, but also yesterday, three school children were wounded in a mass shooting in a Colorado a high school. And the culture of violence in the United States is getting worse and worse all the time. And it is a sign that the political system is not working very well. People, instead of taking their grievances to the political process and to Congress, which they find unresponsive, they're resorting to violence. And it's a sad sign of the decline of democracy in the United States of America.
It is very sad and worrying indeed, as we are asking on the show, is it now the divided states of America? Rohit, let me come to you. Charlie Kirk's killing only comes as a grim reminder of what is fast becoming the new reality in America. Rising political violence. We've already listed a number of instances where political leaders have been attacked for their leanings. Of course, the most high profile example being that of the assassination attempt on Donald Trump himself. But really, what do we know about Charlie Kirk's killing so far, and about, what motive the shooter could have possibly had? And also, it's quite mind boggling how, all it took was one precise, accurate shot for Charlie Kirk to be taken out, and there is still no information available about who the shooter might be.
Well, thanks for having me. First things first, like let's be clear, right? The assassination of Charlie Kirk is an American tragedy, and it's not a partisan one, right? And this is honestly a wake-up call for how our politics has drifted into dangerous territory. And I echo what Brad was saying. We did hear from authorities some time ago, and they said they have identified a person. They praised him. They have footage on him. They're not releasing that footage right now. There's no clear motive as of why he did what he did. It looks like it could be a young college person that could have done this. So it is unfortunate, that we are here discussing the death of Charlie Kirk, who honestly had very interesting views that not a lot of people agreed to, but he was always open to debate, and that was what he was doing there in Utah, where he was asking college students to engage with him. And I think that is the saddest part, right? People may not agree with what he would say. People will never agree with what he had said. But the fact that he would engage with people and give an opportunity to have an open debate, which frankly is missing from the American, society as of right now. People live in silos. So he was one of those people who wanted to reach out to the other side of the aisle. And his death, I think, as I said, is a wake up call on how far our politics has drifted. And it's also not fair to pin polarization just on one party. I think both parties have contributed to this rhetoric.
Okay, Donald Trump blames the rhetoric from the radical left, and of course, a lot has been said about, the shrill rhetoric of the far right, especially by MAGA. And of course, Charlie Kirk was one of the faces of the MAGA movement. Let me go back to Brad Bannon at this point. Brad Bannon, the irony in all of this is that Charlie Kirk was not only a strong advocate for gun rights, despite the fact that we know that the gun culture in the United States is completely out of control. You also mentioned how those three school kids were wounded on the same day as the killing of Charlie Kirk. But, he in fact happened to be addressing a question about mass shootings in the United States just in that moment when the shooter took aim at Charlie Kirk and shot him dead.
Yeah, it's you show that clip of Donald Trump criticizing the radical left. Now that's a favorite tactic of Trump. He accuses people, he accuses his political enemies of crimes that he's committed himself. He talks about the violent rhetoric, but he is the fountain of violent rhetoric in this country. He's constantly demonizing immigrants. He's constantly the president of the United States is constantly, using racist rhetoric. And it is Donald Trump, not the radical left, that is perpetuating the culture of violence in this country.